Welcome back to the box office, guys. We got another episode for you guys. Today we have Vasyl Lomachencko versus Masayoshi Nakatani. Gonna be saying Nakatani for the sake of not botching his name. Before we get going, I want to say thank you for everyone for the support. Please comment, like, subscribe. It does help me get these videos out a little bit faster when there's more subscribers, there's more likes, and there's more comments and interaction in the comment section. Let's talk the fight game, guys. Boxing heads. Let's unite and share our opinions and just make a really solid community. But Lomachenko, the Vegas favorite, is coming in as a minus 2,000 favorite, meaning you have to bet $2,000 to win a $100 back. Nakatani, on the other hand, if you bet $100, you'll be receiving $750 if he manages to pull off the upset. That is, if you feel like the upset is brewing, if Vasyl Lomachencko is going to take back-to-back losses, go for it. I'm going to go ahead and give you the breakdown right now, but let's take a look into both fighters and see what they've got going on. So first and foremost, on the left-hand side, we have the Vegas favorite, Lomachenko. He is 14 wins, 10 of those wins coming by the way of KO, 2 defeats. His first defeat was on his pro debut, if I'm not, second fight actually. He fought Orlando Salido, split decision, and then his last fight against Teofimo Lopez, who is now Mr. Undisputed at that weight class, unanimous decision. All right, very competitive fight, may I add. A lot of back and forth. Now he's going in facing Nakatani, who is 19-1, 13 of those wins coming by the way of KO. He's looking to further cement his legacy. His last fight, common opponent, Teofimo Lopez, and those scorecards don't reflect how close the bouts were, specifically with the Lomachenko Teofimo. There were a lot of one-sided scorecards. Lomachenko did manage to be, Nakatani did lose to Teofimo Lopez. It wasn't as competitive, still very competitive, but you know, you can't argue both ends of the spectrum. Now, they're going to face each other. Nakatani hitting the canvas in his last bout. Just keep in mind, he is 5'11", so he does possess a height advantage. Let's look at what Vasyl needs to do to keep moving forward and, you know, prove that Vegas was correct in making him a heavy favorite. So here are the keys of victories for Mr. Lomachenko. His keys of victory are going to be for him to tag the body. This is the third time I ask for the Vegas favorite to tag the body. Why is that? The reason for that is, for one, the bully, when I made the previous video of the bully, he is a known body attacker, so don't mess with what's not broken. Before I made the Gervonta Davis high volume puncher, you want to slow down the steam. You're going to want to attack the body to slow him down and break him down eventually in the later rounds. Lomachenko, you got a taller guy coming at you, a guy that has been dropped to the head, but at the same time, you want to stop him because, you know, even though you drop him, even though you clock him to the head, you might make him stumble, he's going to keep coming. So you need to take the gas out and really stop him by going to the body. He is a taller fighter. You can kind of counter off if he throws lazy jabs, work your way in. Key number 2 is counter. This guy's going to come in with straight punches. He is a taller guy and he likes to throw the 1-2 down the pipe. So you're going to want to counter that, and you're going to want to start landing your uppercuts, your hooks, you know, shoot when he shoots. And you really want to just shoot when he shoots, so you can make him think, okay, I can't just come in because I'm the taller guy, throw the 1s and 2s and expect to land or expect to start my attack in a way relentlessly. You're gonna give him something to think about. And Lomachenko, you are known as the pivot man, so pivot. Give him those angles, attack the body, attack the head, throw punches in bunches, and you're gonna be giving yourself a good chance to succeed in this fight. I do find it very interesting because Nakatani is a very durable fighter. Although he was dropped, he kept coming forward and pulled up the upset. Against Teofimo, he took a lot of punishment and was not dropped, and he caught some clean 2s and 3s. He was actually able and managed to push Teofimo back a couple times in that fight. So let's take a look, and see what you can do. I think the best option for you is to counter and kind of frustrate him mentally before you break him down physically. If he's throwing punches and he's not hitting you because you're pivoting, you're countering, and then you're taking the steam out of him for the later rounds, tagging the body, you're going to put yourself in a position to not just beat him, but beat him convincingly. Whether the knockout comes, I don't know. The way Lomachenko throws punches as far as Verdejo are completely different. Verdejo kind of loads up with his 1s and 2s and shoots from a distance, really throws everything into his punch, which is why also he was able to get, he was gassing out towards the end of the fight and got beat. But if you're economical, you counter him, you break him down mentally, physically, and you tag the body, you'll be in a good position to potentially knock him out. This fight is more about styles and who executes the best. And then Nakatani just being a tough guy. There's no quit in this guy, and he won't quit. So it makes me wonder to see if, even if he gets dropped, maybe it would be like a referee stoppage, accumulation of punches. But this guy's very hard to stop, and his will not be broken. But with that being said, let's look over to the Vegas underdog and see what he has to do to pull off the upset. Alright, so Nakatani, you are a taller fighter. Alright, so let's just get down to it. You're a taller fighter. You're 5'11 with the 71-inch reach. Alright, Lomachenko is 5'7 with the 65.5 inch reach. So you do have almost half a foot of reach advantage. So you got to utilize it. You got to use it. And the first thing you're going to want to do is you want to attack behind that jab. Everything that you throw, you should be popping him with that jab, keeping him at bay. You want to stunt his rhythm. Don't let him get into that head movement. Don't let him get into the pivoting. Boom. Every time you see him, jab. Boom. If he's moving his head, do what you have to do when you have a elusive fighter and shoot to the chest. All right. So make sure you keep throwing that jab. And number 2 is fight big. You're a big fighter. You don't want to give up your height and crouch down and start making yourself more accessible to head and body shots. All right, use what you got as far as a physical advantage. The skill wise, we know you're relentless. We know you can fight, but use that physical advantage that you have. If you can fight tall and keep them at bay, fight tall and keep them at bay. You know what I mean? If you want to smother and lean on him when you guys get close, tire them out a little bit, do that as well. Use their physical advantages for your benefit. You know, and then number 3 is going to be timing. And this one's going to be tough because Lomachenko is a tough cookie to catch. He pivots left and right, back and forth. He'll punch you from behind and then he'll be back here punching you to the body, and you don't know where these punches are coming from. So timing him is going to be a very difficult task, but it is doable, especially if you're attacking behind the jab and you're throwing straight punches. The punch that he got caught with against Jorge Linares was a 1-2. If I'm not mistaken, it was a 2. And he was able to catch him flush and drop him. You're very good at throwing straight punches, and you're going to want to do that throughout the fight. And fighting big is going to help you with the 1s and 2s, but the timing is going to have to be there. Don't let him get in rhythm. Don't let him start landing punches in bunches. You're going to want to disrupt his offense at some point, and you're going to want to keep your distance so he's not in a distance where he can shoot and your punches are being smothered. There's a lot that goes into this fight as far as like tactical advantages and disadvantages, but you're going to want to use what you have at your disposal. That jab, that long jab, you have that half a foot advantage. You're taller, and if you can time them, you're going to put yourself in a better position to win. We know that you're relentless. We know that there's no quit in you. So we're going to go ahead and try to use all those advantages to your benefit so that you can pull off that upset. You do these 3 things and you're going to put yourself in a better position that you would think, or a better position than if you didn't do these things. So let's take a look at the prediction and the bets. So Vasyl Lomachencko is in a redemption course. He should be able to pull off the win. Whether he wins by knockout or decision is a very interesting case, because that's a question I want to see answered. Nakatani was not being able to knocked out by Teofimo. He came off the canvas for Verdejo. So I want to see if Vasyl Lomachencko can put him away. Nakatani, on the other hand, is a very durable guy who has no quit in him. Bigger guy, throws ones and twos down the pipe, and I want to see if Lomachencko, what he can do with that. If he can frustrate him enough, I can see him stopping him by accumulation of punches, maybe hitting him to the body, or just, you know, more of a volume punching style. I don't see a one-punch knockout, but nothing surprises me, especially if he is countering relentlessly everything that he throws. What I do want to see is, will this fight go the distance? Is the real bet to make. If this fight goes the distance, it is at a plus, and you select Vasyl Lomachencko. Vegas does think that he's gonna get him out in the later rounds, over 8 rounds, as a matter of fact. The over/under I think was 8.5, and the plus money, the money where you get dollar for dollar, was at Vasyl Lomachencko by decision, which I wouldn't be surprised if it goes the distance. What do you guys think? I need a little advice for this one, because this one's a very interesting case where you have a very durable fighter, but a very hittable fighter, and you have Vasyl Lomachencko, who's, you know, who will break you down, but is this guy a little too big to be broken down by Lomachencko? I don't think so, but I'm leaning towards decision. But let's talk about it in the comments, guys. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Vasyl Lomachencko can knock out Nakatani, or do you think Nakatani can pull off the upset? Maybe something left Lomachenko in that ring with Teofimo Lopez. Let's talk about it, guys. This is the box office. Make sure you guys comment, like, subscribe. Let's talk boxing down below in the comment section. Peace, love, take care, guys. We'll see you next time.